Chapter 11. The stage comes alive. As David and his band Midlife Crisis finished their set to a roaring applause, the energy in the warehouse was thick. The crowd, a mix of excited teenagers and supportive parents, was completely immersed in the atmosphere. The space was packed with nearly 500 people, far more than the 300 chairs they had rented. It was a standing room-only event, but the people who didn't have chairs didn't seem to mind, as they were busy looking at vendors or sampling the delicious food. Sarah kept her walking to a minimum, and everyone kept coming up to her and asking about the baby and what gender it was. She loved getting this attention from everyone as they felt her baby bump that was much bigger than before. "We'll find out in a week or two," she kept saying over and over. David handed the microphone to Mina, his face beaming with pride. "Thank you all so much for coming," Mina said, her voice full of emotion. "This concert is about a dream to make a difference. It's about a friend we lost, Chloe, and about the idea that we can take broken things and make them beautiful again." She then introduced the first taken act, her friend Jamal. Jamal walked onto the stage, a confident swagger in his step. As Mina watched Jamal walk toward the microphone, she suddenly remembered the conversation she had with Maya about how people shape each other. She had wondered how much of her came from her parents and sister. Now, watching Jamal step onto the stage with confidence, she realized something else. Sometimes you don't see how much of you ends up in other people. He held a single microphone, and as the beat began, he launched into a powerful rap, his voice echoing through the warehouse.
Yo, check the mic 1, 2, let me drop the truth about the world we living in from a high school youth. We see the waste piling high, plastics in the sea, but a problem that big ain't too big for you and me. Got old bottles, cracked phones, mountains full of junk. They call it trash, but I see hidden treasure trunk. Every broken thing just needs a second chance to shine. What you call the end of life might just be a design. We the next generation, yeah, we next in line. So we turning old mistakes into something divine. Upcycle, don't just dump it in a hole. Give a new life to the things that lost their soul. From the junk pot of lights, let the future take hold. Every piece of yesterday got a story to be told. Upcycle, yeah, we building something new. Change the world with imagination and a different point of view. From the scraps to the stage, from the broken to the bold. A story of a brand new day, a story to be told. They say we're just kids, no power, no say, but with a little vision we can start up today. Take a broken guitar, make a new bench to sit. With a little imagination we can fix every bit. Don't need $1 million to start a revolution. Just one good idea and a clean solution. Take old wood, old dreams, build a better street. Turn forgotten little pieces into something complete. If we all do a little, yeah, that's up fast. Small changes today make a better tomorrow last. We don't gotta wait till we're older to lead. Change starts now with a thought or a seed. Every great movement started small somehow. So if not later, then why not now? We the builders of tomorrow, yeah, we writing that page. Not just talking online, we bringing change to the stage. So when you see some trash, don't just walk away. Ask yourself one question, what could this become today? A desk, a drum, some art on a wall. Sometimes the smallest idea can inspire us all. We ain't powerless, nah, that's a myth they sold. We got fire in our hearts and courage in our soul. If we stand together, we can rewrite the plan. The future ain't decided, it's built by our hands.
The rap, with its clever rhymes and powerful message, had the crowd on its feet, cheering for Jamal's undeniable talent. His performance was followed by a series of other acts. Anna, with a calm elegance, played a beautiful violin solo that filled the warehouse with a sense of serenity. A few other students performed, showcasing their talents in dance and poetry, each act contributing to the unique and benevolent atmosphere. A group of 3 students from Liam's art class performed a spoken word piece, their voices weaving together to tell a story about finding hope in the face of adversity. A young girl with a beautiful, powerful voice sang a song about the importance of being kind. Each performance was met with enthusiastic applause, a true consensus of support from the audience. Finally, it was Mina's turn. With her heart in her throat, she walked to the center of the stage. But before she started her final act, she gestured for Chloe's parents to come up to the stage. They walked up, their faces a mixture of gratitude and raw grief. "This concert is for a friend of mine," Mina said to the crowd, her voice a little shaky. "Her name was Chloe. Her name is Chloe. Her memory lives on." She then introduced Chloe's parents. "I wanted them to say a few words before I do my final act." Chloe's mom, her eyes red, took the microphone, a deep sense of emotion in her gaze. "When we lost Chloe," she said, her voice trembling, "we thought her story was over. We never thought we would see so many people come together to honor her memory. This is the most beautiful thing anyone has ever done for us. Thank you, Mina, and thank you all for coming today. It means more than we can ever express." Chloe's dad, standing beside her, put an arm around his wife and nodded, a look of profound gratitude on his face. "We hope someday we will have the chance to pay it forward to all of you in some way, somehow. For now, just know that we are grateful to see everyone here and happy to know that our little angel Chloe was able to touch so many lives." They returned to their seats and Mina led a large round of applause that filled the auditorium and even caused several passers-by to come in. After their emotional speech, Mina sang a few of her original songs, her voice filled with a raw, honest emotion that captivated the audience. She opened up with her song Echo.
I used to think I was a mirror of every word they said to me, every fear and every whisper was writing who I'd grow to be. All the pressure, expectations, all the voices in my head, every failure, every question, every road I thought I'd dread, I was carrying their stories like they were mine to hold, like my future had been written by the chapters I was told. But a voice inside is calling, saying I can choose my way. I am more than just a shadow of the yesterdays. I'm not just an echo of everything I've known. I'm not just a reflection of a life that's been shown. I can choose my direction, I can rewrite the sound, I can take what shaped me without being held down. I'm not just an echo repeating what I've heard. I can find my own voice, I can speak my own words, I can honor the past without living below. I'm not just an echo, I'm choosing who I become. All the kindness that they gave me, all the lessons that I learned, all the times I felt so broken, all the bridges that I burned. Every moment made a footprint, every scar became a guide. But they don't have to decide who I am inside. I can thank the road behind me without walking it again. I can learn from every chapter without staying where I've been. I can feel the weight is lifting, I can finally understand. I don't have to be the person that they planned. I'm not just an echo of everything I've known. I'm not just a reflection of a life that's been shown. I can choose my direction, I can rewrite the sound, I can take what shaped me without being held down. Carry love without the fear, carry lessons without the pain. I can thank the ones who brought me here without becoming their chains. Every influence is a teacher, every moment is a choice. But today I found the courage finally use my voice.
The crowd was in awe. Her parents were especially moved, realizing that some of the lyrics were directed at them, but that Mina had chosen to find her own light. Her performance of Parallel Line was especially moving, and a few people in the crowd could be seen wiping away tears. She then finished her set with a final song about hope, leaving the crowd with a feeling of profound optimism and a belief in a brighter future. Chapter 14. The Final Act. After a brief intermission, Midlife Crisis finished their final song to a cheering crowd. Mina walked back onto the stage, a confident smile on her face. "Thank you so much for joining us tonight," she said, her voice full of energy. "We're going to take another 30-minute break and then I will be back with our final act, a small magic show." The sun was starting to set and a feeling of conclusion filled the warehouse with a soft, comfortable breeze. As the crowd dispersed to get food and check out the raffle items, Mina stepped off the stage, making her way through the throng of people. Her half-and-half outfit, the traditional hanbok top with modern jeans and sneakers, caused more than a few people to look at her with sideways glances. She caught an outright stare from a few people who were all wearing a look of perplexity on their faces. He just smiled. "Don't worry," she said, her voice full of amusement. "It will make sense soon." She worked the room, interacting with everyone and sampling some of the Russian snacks that Svetlana's parents had made. She walked by and saw Raven stuffing her face with the sweet Russian desserts with her mom Karen by her side. "All clear, Mina, nothing to worry about here," she said, laughing so hard the food almost came out of her mouth. Mina chuckled at the inside joke and her mom looked at both of them with confusion and amusement. When she finally got back on stage, she looked out at the crowd, her gaze falling on her friends and family. She saw David and Sarah, their faces filled with a profound pride. She saw Maya, her eyes shining with support. She saw Liam, Omar, Rohan, Svetlana, Sophia, Lily, Tiffany and Raven, all of them standing together, a consensus of support that filled her with a great sense of appreciation. The lights dimmed and the magic show began. The show was a beautiful and eloquent mixture of dance moves and graceful movements. Her hanbok top was a great place to conceal things. With a flourish, she opened her sleeves and two small birds flew out, their wings fluttering in the lights as they flew out over the audience. She borrowed a hat from a friend and with a few classic magic gestures, she pulled another white dove from inside it, causing the crowd to cheer in delight. She went on to perform other traditional tricks, like the cut and restored newspaper trick, which she made disappear with a graceful turn, and a variety of other card and coin tricks that left the audience baffled and amazed. For her biggest act, she called her dad on stage to saw him in half, and then she did her greatest act yet. She had Maya lay down on some boards and proceeded to make her Maya levitate in the air, a breathtaking moment that left the crowd in awe. This was one of the harder tricks to manufacture, but one that was only made possible with the amazing skill of her father David. For her final act, she gestured for her parents to come back on stage. With a theatrical pose, she had them tie her up with handcuffs and a thick rope and place her in a small wooden box that was tied with chains and padlocks. The crowd watched with deep breaths, the tension in the air palpable. With the stage lights on her, she was able to work the lock, untie the knot and break the box apart in under 1 minute. As a special added surprise, she used the same rope that she was tied up with to make a bouquet of flowers that she presented to her mom, Sarah. It was a beautiful and heartwarming moment that brought a tear to Sarah's eyes. She then took a deep bow to a cheering and delighted audience.